Hey everyone, it's Joe from The Bearded Company, and we've got an exciting giveaway happening this month. Provided by our amazing sponsor, Mox Boarding House, the premier local game store, we're giving away a D&D Candlekeep Mysteries Adventure Anthology with a special and beautiful alternative cover design to one lucky winner. To enter, simply go to giveaway.btdpod.com. That's giveaway.btdpod.com. Must be a U.S. resident to enter. Thanks, and let's go break some dice.
Greetings, mortals, and welcome to Break the Dice, an improvised podcast brought to you by The Bearded Company, where the fate of our heroes rests on the roll of a 20-sided die, where a 20 is a spectacular success and a 1 is a critical failure. This week, our players will navigate the damn damp woods with the help of our NPCs.
I'm your first NPC, and I'm MJ.
I'm your second NPC, I'm Tyler.
And I'm your third NPC, and I'm Joe.
MJ, Tyler, and Joe will assist me by playing all the people and magical beings that our heroes will encounter. I'm Alan, your game master. I've crafted a basic structure for our adventure today, which has not been revealed to our two main player characters. However, this podcast is completely improvised, meaning nothing is scripted and everything is made up on the spot, so I and the NPCs will only have so much control over where our journey takes us. This campaign, our heroes are...
Hello, I'm Malone, a human monk from the Rumtech Monastery with an alignment of lawful good. I've got a staff that steals and returns souls, and I've got a really trusty companion and friend named, well, I won't reveal that yet because that'll ruin the next part. Anyway, I'm a sheriff, that's all.
Our other NPC, or our other PC.
My name is Crabapple. I am a warlock fledgling with the alignment of chaotic neutral, and I have a friend named Malone. It's kind of a big deal, you guys.
Our magic item for this week is the Blanket of Silent Screams. Previously on Break the Dice, Deputy Crabapple and Sheriff Malone played Jolly Night Naughty Night with a couple of shopkeeps.
Well, all right. Well, yes, I guess I'll be the jolly one.
I'll be the naughty one, and I'll stab them till they tell us what we want.
Well, wait just 1 minute.
They follow their leads to a necromancer's shop and do a bit of chores for the owner in exchange for information.
I can tell you where hang on a second. Hang on.
That's the vicar's voice.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you talked to the vicar.
Yeah,
the
you talked to the
information you
vicar. Not right then, though.
I thought it was
Sure
a little
did.
creature.
What? I mean, you talked to... it doesn't matter.
All
Next
right,
point.
go ahead.
They discover that Rupert Phranchesca has been holed up in a mountain cave, a dark place where Crabapple learned to be bad.
Yeah, that's right. I told you that information, you sons of bitches. There I go.
Our story...
God damn it.
Our story begins in the damp woods at the base of a mountain. Our heroes are ascending through the wet, soggy branches, trying to find the cave that Crabapple learned to be bad.
Just this way, Malone. Keep following me. The caves around here are any minute now.
Oh yes, Crabapple, your native home is beautiful. It's quite striking and rustic.
Oh, thank you. I think it says a lot about how I grew up, just out here in the wilderness. Just one man in the wild,
Yes, and given how thick the mud is, you must have been well hydrated.
No, not at all. I've never had any water in my life.
Looking down into the mud, you're seeing bones and creatures that have been killed, just looting the base of this mountain. It looks like when things go into the damp woods, they don't always come out. Sometimes they just sink down into the muck and can't get out.
I gotta tell you, Malone, we're going somewhere that, even though you think it's pretty, it might not be very nice. I grew up here, and it wasn't always the best of times. I'm feeling a little wary about going back, if I'm being honest with you.
I'm very sorry to hear that, Crabapple. Is there anything you need to get off of your shadow chest before we get back to this place of your birth. I don't want anything to sneak up on you. So if there's anything you need to get out into the open air, please feel free.
There's a lot of stuff that I'd rather stay dead and buried. I'm just trying to turn over a new leaf, as it were, and forget it. Just forget it. It never happened.
As Crabapple yells in the echo, you hear in the distance a creature that's clearly caught in the mud, kind of struggling. And as you get a little closer, you see a crocodile person is shuffling its weight through the mud. You see he's winking at you for some reason.
You there? What's going on? Are you all right? You seem like you're kind of getting mucked up in this muck.
Yeah, I'm stuck in here.
I
In this mud.
But wait, are you happy about it? You sound kind of happy.
I mean,
Almost aroused.
I'm not completely unhappy, but I'd rather not be in here.
A perception check, Alan. What is this crocodile's deal?
15. The crocodile seemed like it was trying to take a mud bath and clear out its pores, and it got a little bit too deep into the mud. As it's sinking slowly deeper and deeper, its scales are filling with mud, and now it realizes that this was a bad choice, and it's trying to get out, but at the same time, it feels good on its scales. Some dry skin.
You ever taken a mud bath?
I've never had any experience with any kind of liquid of any kind.
Ooh, well, you're missing out.
Yes, Crabapple, we're on an adventure right now, but we'll have to get back to that at some point. I'm fascinated by that.
What are you doing up here? You want to help a crocodile out?
All right, Crabapple, this is a perfect moment to think about morality. What does morality tell you about this situation?
Pop quiz, I get it. Okay, well,
I mean, I'm sinking pretty fast, but okay.
there's a crocodile right there. He looks like he's going down deeps. But there's enemies, and we're the sheriff and deputy, and we got an important job to do. So if we take time out, and we might not catch Rupert Phranchesca, so we could leave Crocodile Man to die, or we could maybe lose our guy that we've been chasing now for 4 days and nights. I say we keep going on and leave him to his bad decisions.
The crocodile's face is just sinking below the mud now.
All right, that was a good chat. Alan, I'd like to try to yank this crocodile up out of the mud and save it.
You got a 14 on your athletics check.
Nice.
Decent.
You brace yourself on a pair of logs, and you take your staff down and let the crocodile gnaw down on it. It takes its jaws, clamps down on your staff, and you lift with your strength and start yanking him up out of the mud.
So just to be clear, he's straddling two logs, holding his staff in front of him, and Crocodile is biting on it. Okay.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Just trying to paint the picture.
Thank you. Yeah.
Sorry about that, kind sir. I'm trying to teach my compatriot here about morality, and that's important, but not as important as your life.
So I got the answer wrong, Malone?
Yes, I'm afraid you did.
Yeah, you're damn right, you little shadow freak.
All right.
I
We
kinda
just
like
saved
you.
your
Hey,
life. Come
hey.
on now.
Look, I'm sorry. I was stuck in the mud. My sect is way over there.
How dare you? How dare you? You're the one winking at us. Who's a freak?
There's something
Don't
wrong with
make
my
me
eye. It's
do-
something wrong with my eye.
Okay, fine. Don't make me
I
do
have a
to
medical
you
condition.
what I've done to other people back in the shadow cave, okay?
All right.
I don't wanna hear it.
Wait.
Break it up,
The
break it
shadow
up.
cave?
Yes,
The shadow
cave. We're going there.
You don't want to go there.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't, you little shadow creature.
Call me a shadow freak again. I bet you want to.
I'm sorry. I took it back. Look, I'm probably the freak in this situation. I'm winking at you. I was stuck in
We've
the mud.
all got a little freak in us. What's wrong with the cave?
Oh, Malone, what's your kink?
Well, I've got this. Let's just say it involves milk.
All right. Well, the cave. Are you not looking at the ground around you?
What about it?
Anything that comes out from that cave destroys anything out here. And I'm going to be honest, little shadow one. You look like you belong in that cave.
It's where I grew up.
The crocodile person ends up jumping away. He's leaping as fast as he can away from the shadow creature. It does not want to be anywhere near it. He knows now that he will suffer a horrible fate just having encountered this creature.
Wait, so, before you go, what's your name?
Fuck you!
Yeah, fair enough.
See, Malone, we should have let him die. That's all I'm saying.
Well, even people who are terrible people still deserve to have a chance at life. That's part of morality, too.
I don't understand that part, Malone.
Well, it's... we'll continue to talk about it.
As you see the crocodile kind of like jump off into the distance, you hear some rustling over one of your shoulders, and from a bush, a shadowy creature jumps out and attacks you, Malone.
He gets a 20 on his first roll coming out of the bush. Malone, a spike made of darkness appears from the shadow and just penetrates right through your shoulder. You have this spear of blackness and darkness just erupting from your chest.
That was supposed to be my food.
Alan, I'd like to cast Mage Slayer on this shadow creature.
I think Mage Slayer is your feat. Yeah, you end up using probably Eldritch Blast or just... Oh, and you get a 20 as well.
Dice over here.
You send out an Eldritch Blast that like disrupts this fletchling. It makes it so that their connection to the shadow plane and the shadow realm is blown back. They're firmly in this plane of existence now and can't reach out to the shadow. So now they look a lot like just like a very sharp-featured person standing out there.
Oh, shit. What'd you do to me? How dare you touch my friend, John? They don't call me that anymore. They call me Magpie now.
Magpie lunges at you and with a sick misses you completely. Dives down into the mud and Magpie John begins sinking down into the muck.
Oh, God.
I'd like to try to do a diplomacy check with John Magpie here.
You got 11.
Say, Mr. Magpie, would you like us to help you out of the mud?
Oh, God. Trapped by my own trap. Don't help him, Malone. This shadow creature I know all too well. Crabapple, I thought you'd never come back. I didn't want to come back. This place sucks, but I did it because I'm a deputy now. You see my badge? I don't care about your badge. Okay, help me out, please. I'm sinking real bad.
All right, Alan, I'd like to try to help him out of the mud.
You got an 8 in athletics. You just worn yourself out doing the crocodile. You hold out your staff for this creature to grab onto, and they reach up out of the mud to like grab it, and you're seeing their head just go under the mud as they're trying to pull themselves out one-handed, but they're just going deeper and deeper in.
Yeah, suck down that mud, Magpie.
Crabapple, I need your help. We have to save him.
No, listen to me, Malone. Maybe you listen to me for once. You gave me bad advice back there about that crocodile man. You said we should save his life. And should we? What did we get for our trouble? Nothing. He ran away saying, fuck you. And this little magpie is a bad shadow creature. He always has been. We grew up almost as brothers. But did he ever treat me nice? No, he never did. Oh, what a world.
But what if Magpie can help us now on our quest?
Can you help us, Magpie?
Magpie is like bubbles underneath the mud now.
And you just see Magpie's little fletchling hand pop out of the mud with a thumbs up as he continues to sink.
Fine, Alan, I'm going to try and get Magpie out of this mud pit.
You got a 16 on your athletics check. You reach out and grab the staff that Malone is using and rip the fletchling up out of the mud, and he goes flying up into one of the low-hanging branches.
There you go, jackass. Thank you. I left this cave for a good reason, and I've come back for hopefully a better one. Now, what are you doing out here trying to attack my friend? Well, that crocodile was my food. Well, he's gone now. Yeah, I know. 'Cause you let him go. Now we're gonna starve. 'Cause we haven't eaten in weeks. And we're cold.
And we've lost so many of our brothers and sisters.
I have some dry porridge in my knapsack here. Will that help feed you and your little shadow babies?
The fletchling looks at you, and it looks not at the porridge, but at your staff, your soul-stealing staff, with hunger in its eyes.
Souls. Souls is what we need. We need souls to feed.
Malone, don't let him get near that thing. Souls are like snack candy to shadow creatures like us.
Yeah, give me some of that tasty shit.
Alan, I'd like to give what was your name? I would like to give Magpie some pickled reindeer nose that I have
Nice.
that I have from the last adventure.
Yum.
Yep, you rip some pickled reindeer nose out, and there is a little bit of necromantic power inside of those. And as the shadow creature snacks on it, you can see darkness beginning to return to their form. You can see that they're able to blend in with the shadows again.
Sweet.
There you go. Now, we came here for information. Are you harboring a fugitive named Rupert Phranchesca?
Rupert Phranchesca?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him. What's he in trouble for?
Basically like 100 murders.
What?
He's murdered the last 100 sheriffs of the town of Shadowpoint.
Oh, God. Oh, God, it makes so much sense now.
What makes sense?
And Magpie just starts to run towards the cave.
Magpie, come on! Hey, come back here!
Get back here!
You guys follow the magpie to a cave in the side of the wall. This cave is dripping, but instead of liquid, it is just blackness, like a ichor, like a black ooze that drips down from the top of the cave. And you see that it's hit the ground and it spreads out into shadows across the forest.
My old home. So many spooky memories here.
Crabapple, is there anything I need to know before stepping into this shadow cave?
I told you, Malone, don't ask so many questions or you might not like the answers you get.
All right, well, sounds safe. Yeah, let's go.
I'll take you to my old bedroom.
Malone, as soon as you step into the cave, you cannot see anything at all. It is pitch black everywhere inside of here.
Crabapple, can you see anything? My peepers have gone dark.
Oh, yeah, Malone, here, just hold on to my little shadow hand, and I'll take you to show you my room.
Oh, excellent. This will be fun.
A little farther into the cave, you can just hear really light whispers as if Magpie has gone to run and chat with some people.
This way, turn leftsies here, rightsies here, downsies here, 2 upsies in a row, another upsies, a sideways shuffle, and here we are. Here we are.
Oh, God, they're here.
Wait a second.
Crabapple, you return to your room and it is completely changed. It looks like somebody else has moved in here. Maybe a couple different shadow creatures have moved into your room and gotten rid of all of your trinkets that you've collected from this plane of existence.
Well, where's my dirty hairbrush? Where's my left sock? Where's my human nose? Everything's gone. All my possessions in the world.
Get out of my room.
Hey, your room? Who are you?
Me? You know who I am, Crabapple.
How dare you? How dare you? This is my room.
This is my room. I made all feng shui with everything.
I feng shuied this room before you ever feng shuied this room.
Okay, yeah, point east right now.
This way.
You got a 17. You actually point east, Crabapple. You know your directions.
Fuck you.
Hey, you guys, break it up. Hey, Clawbeak, back off.
I'm not backing off. I'm in my room. She came back and in my room.
No, I know it is your room. No, Crabapple, this isn't your room. You've been gone for too long.
Too long.
Malone, this is Clawbeak, and of course you already know Magpie. They both were kind of like my brothers growing up here in this shadow cave, and we learned to do lots of dirty deeds together, and I hate both of them.
And we did them dirt cheap.
Good to know. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
Yeah.
Malone, you are facing a wall completely away from both of them as you hold out your
Let
hand.
me
to
shake
greet
your
them.
hand. Oh, it feels stony.
He's just shaking a rock.
Clawbeak, they're looking for the boss man.
Rupert Phranchesca?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
I don't know, I ran away before they told me.
That was smart. Where's the crocodile? You said we were gonna have crocodile for dinner.
I know. They let him go.
That's another fine thing you done for us, Crabapple. You don't care about us. You left us all alone.
I did what I had to do. Do you understand me? I had to leave this cave. There was no way I could stay here after what I'd done.
Did what you had to do. You gave us so many souls and then you just left us in the dust. Nobody else was good at collecting souls. We all starved, cold, and sad, crying into our blankets so no one could hear us.
I used to have bunk beds, but now I just put them next to each other and have a big bed because there's no one to share the room with.
The shadow creature reaches out and grabs a blanket from the top of the bed, and it looks like it screams into the blanket, but no sound escapes.
My blankie. My beautiful screaming blankie.
No, that's ours now.
Yeah.
You don't get any of this stuff.
It's mine!
Alan, I want to do sleight of hand and steal it back.
You got an 18. You grab like a little bit of a cloth off of Malone and swap it out with the blanket that they're holding.
My beautiful screaming blankie. When you scream into this one, no one can hear you.
Is this what we're doing now? Aha!
I'm sorry you feel like I abandoned you, but I was doing the dark work of Grohl the Knoll, and as you know, he's now dead. And it turns out that stealing people's shadows was a really shitty thing to do, and I never should have been doing it, okay, you guys?
What?
That's the only way for us to survive.
Maybe not. Maybe we just got told that by the man in charge, and it weren't never true.
Oh, yeah? That sounds like somebody who's been around water would say.
I haven't had any. How dare you?
Yeah, you water sucker.
No, I'm not. How do you take it back right now?
I bet you even walk in the rain.
No.
Yeah.
I never walked in the rain. No, I didn't.
Okay, how have you been traveling all this time and not walked in the rain?
Just never did.
Checks out. That checks out.
Not to barge in here, but is there something taboo about water with you people? I'm really curious about this.
Well, yeah.
Crabapple, you see that there's a poster for the Dry Mouth Festival on the wall of this room now.
Damn it.
Obviously,
Callback.
we're gonna go for our breaking your record because we're going to the moon soon.
Yeah, it's intensive training.
As they're talking, there are a couple other shadow creatures that enter the room that look kind of the same, but are a little bigger and a little scarier, and are not super happy to see Crabapple, and especially aren't happy to see Malone in this room.
Look, you guys, I'm sorry I left so suddenly, but it turned out I was doing a bad thing in it.
What are you doing in here? What's that staff there?
Malone, we should probably move our little ways along and go try and find Rupert Phranchesca. Sorry.
The one creature goes to grab Crabapple and lift them up.
The creature gets a 16 as it grabs Crabapple and like sinks its black tendrils, integrating with hers, and pulls her against the wall, holding her tight like a shadow would be locked to a substance.
I thought you left us, never to return.
I wasn't gonna come back, I swear. I was never gonna come back. I was gonna leave all this. I know,
What
it's.
are you doing here?
The thing is, that's a real funny story. You would all laugh at if you knew the story.
Answer his question.
Go ahead, make us laugh.
I just got deputized. I'm the new deputy of Shatterpoint.
We don't like deputies.
It gets a 14 as it slams Crabapple down into the ground. Malone, you just hear a big thud as and like a shuffling as all these creatures are moving around you in the blackness.
Alan, is there any way I can use, some kind of strange monkish form of echolocation to try to, figure out what's going on here?
You got a 9 on your perception check. You let out a little caw sound, and you hear it echoing closer to you, and you take a punch, and you get a 20 on the wall. Your fist smashes the wall, thinking that it's a creature, but so hard that you end up making a crack in it, and a little thing of light just starts pouring into the room.
Oh God, the light! I hate it. It's the opposite of what I like.
The two larger creatures approach Malone.
I said, what's in the staff?
The one big one wraps its mouth around the end of Malone's staff.
Good God.
Wow, Phelan managing to get something in your mouth even when you're not playing your piece.
I have no response to that.
With an 18, Malone, you see as the souls are being drained into this creature. Instead of being returned to their proper person, they're being swallowed whole by this creature.
Hey, stop that! I'd like to get it out of there. I don't like this at all.
You got a 6 as you're pulling. It grabs with both hands and holds on to the end of the staff.
As that creature is sort of sucking all the souls out of this staff, you can see that all the other shadow creatures take notice of it and start to climb over that one shadow creature, just trying to get some of that juice.
Let me in there. Oh, fresh.
Alan, I'd like to cast Form of Dread to try and spook all of these bigger creatures and get them to leave.
You got a 15. You start getting as large as the creatures around you, and you stand in front of the ones trying to get around the side of the staff and start yelling at them, getting them to back away.
Hey, back off! Back off! You may be able to scare us, Crabapple, but you're no match for Rupert Phranchesca.
Rupert Phranchesca.
Fine anyway.
Yeah, why don't you tell us? Hang on, everybody, hang on. Tell us, why are you looking for the boss man?
We came to this cave to find Rupert Phranchesca because he's been committing a lot of murders all over Shatterpoint, and as deputy, and this is my sheriff, we can't allow it to happen.
Hang on, murders? Or just stealing souls?
Murders!
Hey, guys, they're saying he's murdering people, not just stealing souls.
But he told us that he just took the soul. Hey, he's the boss.
And this one grabs Magpie.
Oh, wait, what? Oh!
Yeah, with an 18, this thing grabs Magpie and just bites down on Magpie's lower half and just eats half of his body.
Oh, why?
What have you done to Magpie?
Scream into the blanket!
It's the fake blanket, and so the scream comes out full volume.
Oh, the Shadow Manity! Oh,
All right, little Magpie, we can't hear you at all.
Oh, God! Oh, what a world!
Where is Rupert Phranchesca right now?
Don't question Rupert Phranchesca. You don't find him, he finds you.
All right, you older shadow creatures were always sons of bitches anyway. We'll find him. We don't need your help.
Don't go further into the cave.
Oh, Malone, I bet we go further into the cave.
No, she said don't. Definitely don't.
Well, we're going to anyway. Why would we listen to you?
It's not where he is, or he certainly isn't not there.
Oh, God, he's for sure down there. Oh, God!
Thank you, little Magpie.
The Magpie is swallowed whole by the guy in order to silence him.
My best friend.
My shadow brother.
No one will ever hear him scream again.
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Alan, I want to knife hands all up in this guy.
Yeah.
You got a 15. You start cutting from the throat all the way down. You can see just your blades are coming out from every joint that you have in your body, and you're just going to town on this giant shadow creature.
Yeah, that's what you get. You eating my shadow brothers. How dare you? How dare you?
Don't go further into the cave. God damn.
See, Malone, was that morality? Because I avenged his death.
Well, I'm gonna give you a pass on this one.
All right.
That guy, he needed to die.
As you guys go deeper and deeper into the cave, the shadow creatures back away from you, not wanting to follow you to wherever you're going.
Oh, God. Yeah, back off.
As you step into one of the corridors, you see that it's lit, as if for human eyes. Malone, you're able to see around, and at the very end of your vision of light is what looks like a dog about the size of a human, with a person, Rupert Phranchesca, behind it with its hands on the dog's shoulders, like a mastiff-sized dog.
Rupert Phranchesca, you stand arrested by the deputy and sheriff of Shadow Point. Put yourself up for arrest.
You think you can take me?
Every time.
I'm never ready for that voice. Never ready for it.
But am I even here right now?
As he says, "Am I even here right now?" the dog next to him lets out a bark, and he poofs out of existence and then reappears 20 feet to the left.
Rupert Phranchesca, you are under arrest from the city of Shadowpoint. Malone, do you have handcuffs?
Well, I've got this really heavy twine.
Sure. Put him on. Rupert, you're arrested.
As they get closer to Rupert and you look at that giant dog, you can see little like pustules on the dog, very similar to that which was on the spider and the Yeti. It's sort of like blue and green and sort of iridescent and sort of leaking out of the dog.
Ew.
Malone, put the rope on him.
Wait, Crabapple, do you see all these pustules?
Yeah, what of him?
I think this dog is being controlled somehow, or it's been corrupted.
Perception check, Alan. What's the deal with this pussy dog?
You got a 7 on your perception check. It looks ugly. This is an ugly, you thought pugs were bad, but this thing is not good looking.
Pug's shot fired.
Pug's
Shots fired.
I don't know, Malone. Just looks like an ugly dog to me.
Did you say my dog is ugly?
Yeah, I did. Now come over here and...
attack!
The dog gets a 14 as it reaches, it blinks out of existence again and appears right in front of you, Crabapple, and it clamps down with both of its jaws on your leg.
Alan, I'm gonna try to knife this dog off me.
You got a 2 on your knife check. You're flailing around, your arms in the air. It reaches, it lifts its head up, and your entire body goes flying back onto the ground.
As they go flying back, you can see Rupert just run down the poorly lit hallway farther and farther.
Malone, go get Rupert!
All right, are you okay in here, Crabapple?
I don't know. Just do it. This is morality.
All right. Okay, Alan, I'd like to follow Rupert.
Okay, you go running off into the darkening, dim cave as the Shadow Mastiff gets a 16 with Crabapple and just starts flipping its head back and forth. The teeth are holding onto your leg, and they're just tearing every time it whips its head left and right. You are bloodied now, Crabapple.
Okay, Alan, can I maybe... Can I cast Unseen Servant to pick up a shadow stick to play with this dog?
You got a 4. The Unseen Servant appears next to you. It starts looking for a stick, and it finds a rock, and it holds out the rock for you to see, and it like is implying, "Hey, do you want me to throw this?"
Oh, no, you idiot. Find a stick. Oh, God,
and your Unseen Servant goes off to the damp woods to go find a stick.
No, that's not what I meant.
Malone, you go running into the darkness, and you are hearing footsteps ahead of you, but it's getting darker and darker, and you're starting to lose sight again.
Is there anything around that I could use to make into like a torch or anything like that?
You got a 4 on your survival check.
Nice.
You, as you're running, like pull out your flint and steel and a torch, and you start trying to light it, and then you drop the flint onto the ground, so you only have the steel in one hand and the torch in the other hand.
Shoot. Rupert, are you there? Hello. Caw.
You think you're a clever man. At that moment, the voice comes from in front of Malone, but then in the next second, it's coming from behind him. Malone, I'm going to steal your staff.
Rupert, let's talk about this for a second.
Rupert gets a 16 on his sleight of hand check, and as you realize that you have a torch and a steel in both your hands, you must have stowed your staff in your backpack. You reach back and feel for it, and you don't feel the staff anymore.
All right, that's a good trick, Rupert. All right, I'll give you that one. We do play around with each other, but could you give me that back, please?
Rupert attempts to just hit Malone as far down the hall with his own staff as he can.
You got a 17. You hit Malone so hard that the last person that Malone killed, the sweaty Yeti, appears out of the end of the staff as just like a creature. It makes a giant spirit fist and punches Malone, sending him further and further down the corridor.
Alan, I'd like to cast I'd like to do Speak with Dead, so I can, just in case this Mastiff isn't real, I can talk to it.
15. You cast Speak with Dead, and you are able to talk with the skeleton that is on the ground. This Shadow Mastiff has just killed. The person rises up as a spirit and watches you getting thrashed as it was thrashed a few days earlier.
Jesus Christ.
And you can just hear this spirit that is sort of hovering above the skeleton, just whispering to you in your mind. So many creatures.
Okay, well, this was not what I was hoping for. I didn't really want to have a conversation with you. I'm sorry I'm being murdered currently.
This Shadow Mastiff gets a 14. It lets go of you. It blinks back in order to get the momentum to do a pounce, and it leaps up in the air with the full force of its body. It just digs both of its paws down into your chest, slamming you against the ground.
Okay, I guess I gotta run away, Alan. I gotta run away.
Okay. You got a 5 as you do the athletics to try to push the dog off of you.
At that moment, Rupert reappears right near Crabapple and recalls Philip the Mastiff.
The Mastiff appears at his side in a blink.
Crabapple.
Rupert, you're under arrest by the city of Shadow Point for all the
You can
murders.
rejoin me, Crabapple. You can die or rejoin.
Rupert, you were the one who taught us to steal shadows all those years ago in the caves?
Yes. And now it's your opportunity to rejoin.
I won't do it. I've stolen shadows before, and it turned out that it hurt a lot of people, and they didn't like it very much, and I would rather not. I have a much better job now anyway. It's a 401k, I think. No, thank you.
Then you will watch your companion die.
No, I won't.
Rupert and the Mastiff turn and head down the cave towards Malone, who is getting up from the wall that has a hymn-shaped hole in it.
As Rupert continues walking past Malone and into the darkness, and you can hear his footsteps, and every so often you hear just a little click and the sound of a door opening, and a click and a door opening, and he keeps walking and walking and walking.
Well, we've got all the doors open in the cave, so we've
You hear
accomplished our
growling,
mission.
and you hear clicking and chattering as creatures are escaping these cages that Rupert has down here. And you hear that same, like, blink sound as Rupert and the dog vanish. And then you hear chittering and footsteps and everything from this cave being released coming towards you guys.
Malone, we gotta get the hexes out of here as soon as humanly possible.
And just a whispered voice of Rupert once again calls to Crabapple. You can join me, Crabapple, and this will all end.
I'll have one side of morality, please.
Crabapple passes out.
Malone, you see that the first creature isn't a giant thing or a skittering thing. The first thing that is approaching into the light towards Crabapple's body is a cube that is slowly inching its way across the surface, absorbing the bones and sucking up everything. And it's making its way slowly towards Crabapple on the ground, unconscious.
I'd like to pick Crabapple up, and we gotta get out of here.
You got a 17 on your athletics check. You grab Crabapple, throw her over your shoulder, and then go into the darkness. You get a 16 on your survival check. You try to remember. You go into your meditative state, and you try to remember, okay, we took a left after this many steps, a right after this many steps.
Upsies, two downsies, sideways.
And eventually you see the light at the end of the cave. You go rushing out, and the blackness drips off of your shoulders, hits the ground, and you can still hear all those creatures coming out from behind you, leaving the cave, chasing after you.
Join me, Crabapple.
No, I won't.
Crabapple kind of wakes up back into consciousness over Malone's shoulder.
I never join you, never.
You can see as all of these creatures are exiting the cave, some with like blades on their hooves and like bones exploding out of their body. All of them have that sort of blue-green iridescent like boils and pustules on them as they sort of scatter.
Malone, I'm sorry you had to see all that in my cave where I grew up, but it's just like it was every day there. Shadow creatures killing other shadow creatures. I killed a lot of them. I'm not proud of it. Lots of my brothers and sisters and everything's in betweens. And I tried to arrest Rupert. I tried real hard, but I didn't do it. I failed.
You didn't fail anyone, Crabapple. You were very, very brave today, and you have proven yourself to be a true friend in my mind, so no need to apologize, and I'll never leave your side again.
Malone comforts his rambling friend as they go running off into the damp woods with the creatures chasing off behind them. What will happen next? Find out next time on Break the Dice, the improvised campaign.
Oh, snap.
I thought I was going to die there for
It was real touch and go.
Break the Dice is a podcast brought to you by The Bearded Company. The Bearded Company is an improv company with groups in Minneapolis and Los Angeles. Help support the show and get great rewards by becoming a patron at patreon.com/beardedcompany. Today's cast included our game master, Alan Voigt. Crabapple was played by Maria Bartholdi. Malone was played by Tyler Mills. Our NPCs were Tyler Michaels King, Joe Rapp, and MJ Marsh. Improvised music was provided by Jack Barrett. Today's episode was produced by Maria Bartholdi and edited by Tyler Mills and Joe Rapp. You can find more information at btdpod.com, as well as by following us on all social media. Thanks, and see you soon on the next episode of Break the Dice.